Shabbat Shalom, everybody in the body. I'm at the uh, I'm at the tail end of mine, as you can see. I still got a little bit of light left. All praises to the Most High. Araka. Araka. Y'all know that's where Erica come from? If your name is Erica, you are Araka. Right? Which means to be patient. All praises to the Most High, whose name is Ahaya. In the name of the Son, Yasha. Always in the Holy Spirit, who is Rawak Kwadash, goes by the name of Kakamawaf. And if you say nay, it's because you don't know her. You don't know her. She says she's justified of her children. Her children justify her. It also says she'll be revealed unto you. Of course, if she wants to be. So, and that comes with her spirit. See, a lot of you guys don't know her because you don't desire wisdom. Right? And her spirit, the spirit of wisdom. What do we think wisdom is? Just knowing a lot, being wise? Wisdom is much more than that. Wisdom is when you don't fall off nowhere, right? You can't say you know wisdom and then lie on a brother. If you were wise, you wouldn't have done that. Made up a whole bunch of stuff on the brother, you know. But man, I pray y'all had a good, great, blessed Sabbath, you know. Man, if one person listened, you know, if one person here was coming out and says, man, I'm going to keep a tight Sabbath. I ain't going to do nothing. I ain't going to go nowhere. I ain't going to spend no money, right? I'm not going to do no manner of work. And just from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, if you keep that one, because there's been talks of another one and that we're wrong and we're off, and that ain't when the week starts and ends and all of that. And we're looking into that. Okay, I'm looking into that, you know, and hey, uh, if I can see where I've been wrong, then of course I want to be right. Of course I want to be right. But if you want to know wisdom, you have to welcome the things of her spirit. Right. That's bringing one to mind. And I think you know which one it's bringing to mind. Galatians 5, 21 through, let's say, 23. I think that might swallow it right there. Let's see. Okay, I went back one too far, so I need to be at 522. I just want to make sure I covered it on both ends. But the fruit of the, okay, Galatians 5 and 22 says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Let's break that down. The fruit of the Spirit, right? So you have the Spirit, right? Which is wisdom, the Holy Spirit. She's her. Everything ain't the fruit of her. There's a lot of ways to be in her. But the fruit of her is the conclusion of her. Once you embody her and you're getting somewhere in her, and you know what I mean? Like the fruit. Like you may have an orange tree, but you may not have no fruit on that bad baby, right? Man, you had an orange, you took the seeds out, you planted them, few leaves sprouted out, right? And then you got a little thin plant. You had to hold it up with a stick, right? That's all the labor, right? You had to water it. It had to be many years. It had to be a lot of rain, right? Rain had to come down on it. All of this, right? And then it grew into a tree, and then you got a few, green fruit here and there, and then they ripe. But if you eat them, it ain't no good, right? It's gonna take many years before you get a good, sweet, ripe fruit, right? The ones that you want, not the bitter stuff, Even when it turns its color, it ain't gonna be juicy. It ain't gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna take a while to get that. It's gonna be a whole bunch of watering, right? And if you don't pay attention to it, you let it grow all wild, it's gonna, it's just like your hair does, how you get split ends, and then your hair stop growing, and then it start falling out, right? A tree will do the same thing. That's why they pruning it. They cutting the leaves off. They keeping it nice and trimmed, and they keeping it growing. They keeping it watered, right? They got fertilizers for it and all of this kind of stuff, right? A whole bunch goes into that orange tree before finally you get that fruit that you want, right? Okay, so apply that tree to the Holy Spirit. Oh, you're going to go through so much to where before you get to where you can enjoy her with what? Let's break it down. Love. That's number one. Off the top smoking is the electric blue, right? Love. The first one coming out the chamber smoking, okay, is the love, right? And that's calm, right? That's a feeling that's like, you just chilling and it's set and it's never gonna change. It's set in stone. That's solid love, right? What's next? Joy. Joy is love too, but joy is a love that it is temporary, right? It's like a natural high that you get real quick, and it will make you jump up and down off your feet, huh? That's joy right there. That's you just won the lottery, right? Oh, and you see your big old check. Oh, right? You jumping up and down. That's joy, right? And what's next? Peace, right? You calm back down. Ah, that's nothing's wrong. Everything is just right. You wouldn't change nothing. That's peace. That's when you have peace. Everything is fine. Long suffering. So that means that you're patient. You're not gonna fall apart just because something, brings you out of that peace for a moment. You're long suffering. Something is disturbing your peace, but they can't look at you and tell. That's long suffering. Gentleness is next. Now you're gonna complain. You have suffered. You long suffered as long as you could. Now it's time to say something, right? Do you bust out, rip off your shirt like Hulk Hogan, start fussing and cussing? No. You're gentle, right? These are fruits of the Spirit, my people. So you got to look for this. Do you see this in the people that you're following? Or do you see a belligerent monster spewing, right? Spewing nastiness. You feel what I'm saying? Or when his long suffering is up, or are they gentle? That ain't pulling your hair out, right? Tired of it, right? No. That's not the fruit of the Spirit. It's gentle when it's done being long suffering, right? It rolls up. It's more like, hey, let me talk to you real quick. Hey, I saw where this and that and blah blah and this, that, and the other. Hey, but I just gotta ask. You know what I mean? If it ain't too much, right? Gentleness, my people. And if you're able to land all that, what is that? Goodness. If you're able to get that far with it, you have a decent heart. Goodness. You're after all goodness, right? What it say abstain from? Even the appearance of evil, right? You're after all goodness, right? We're at goodness now. Why? How did we get there? What's next? Faith. That's how we got there. You got to believe in the Most High to get here. He got you there. Your belief in him, right? Or your level of belief in him, that's what gets you there. You wouldn't have done none of that if you didn't have faith. You're doing all of this in high hopes that you may please your master, right? 23, what's next? Meekness. That makes you meek. If you did all of that, you're meek. You are the meek. What's the opposite of meek? Somebody who ain't playing, right? Somebody with a short fuse. Ain't got no time for nothing. Right? A shark. The opposite of meekness is a shark. People could look at you and you're meek, and they could mistake that for weakness. Meekness is often mistaken for weakness, but you're not weak. Because only a strong person does all that led up to that, right? But that's how it is. When you got somebody on the other side of that who ain't meek, oh, that's weak. You're this and that, right? But when you're the meek, that ain't how you approach. What is your problem? What do you see? That ain't how you approach confrontation, right? All praise it to the Most High. And why don't you? Because you have, what's the last one? Temperance. You got your temper under control. So you're more willing to talk it out and come to another conclusion without chaos. And how does it sum it up? Against such there is no law. It had to tell us that because we're going to get people that's going to tell us that there is something wrong with all 9 of those joints, right? Oh, they're going to get out there with their conjecture and philosophies and all of that, and they're going to make you feel guilty for staying in these fruits right here. So it gave you that to tell them. Against such, there is no law. I didn't do anything wrong, right? Ain't nothing wrong with love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Ain't nothing wrong with those things. No, you're the one who's tripping, right? That's what that gave you. That's the armor that gave you right there, the right to be able to say that. And who is that? That's the Holy Spirit, y'all. The fruit of the Holy Spirit. This is what's going to bloom after you perfect being in the Spirit. Yeah. But I pray y'all had yourself a solid Sabbath. And I pray you kept it right. Right? Uh-oh. When we hear that, somebody is popping some type of beast out here. Cause we got beast out here. Ate my dog. Ate Ayash. Ayash is gone, y'all. He went out. He went out like a soldier. He did his deal. He didn't let nothing in here. Something was trying to get off in here. Something was trying to get in here, and he gave his life. You know, my big boy is gone, y'all. And I was on live with y'all while it was happening. Right, I'm editing, and I hear the barking in the background. Yeah. All praises to the Most High. That's what we got him for. That's what you get a dog for. To protect your property and your grounds. Right? So we love Ayash. We always will. He's a soldier. He did his thing. And now I gotta get some more. I gotta get another dog. Cause he was the only man. That's why his name was Ayash. I made him a king with a whole bunch of wives. Right? But yeah. I gotta get another male pit bull, XL bully, preferably. Let's see who we got up in here. Mark AZ. Shalom, my brother. Ella. Did you get that flyer, Ella? Pray you got it. I sent it earlier. Pretty Wings is in the building. Arka is in the building. Gabar Ya Allah. Nathaniel Allah is in the building. And it looked like that's all who wanted to say Shalom. You know, the rest of y'all, Shabbat Shalom to you, or Shalom, because I'm pretty sure it's probably black dark where you at. Khan. Mark AZ is pulling out Ecclesiastes 9 and 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. Mark AZ also bringing out Ecclesiastes 19 and 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency. Omnipotency. Oh, it's potent, but it's omni, right? That's potent on all sides. That's potent everywhere, right? In the spirit realm and earth realm. Omnipotent. Yikes. We reading the Bible now. And now you got work to do, my sister. Yeah, all praises to the Most High. You doing a cold thing. It's a cold thing you doing, sis. I sure appreciate you. Right? And I know Kentucky appreciates you. It's going to be a cold thing. Just a higher shalom to you too, fam. Good to see you. Pray you kept a good, solid Sabbath, because it is the sign between the Most High and us. And it is also what sanctified and sealed us as the children of Israel. So that's why he be saying stuff like, I'm going to cut you from your bloodline if you playing with this Sabbath. Because it was the Sabbath actually that sealed you as a child, right, of Jacob. So see, watch out for somebody that got you breaking this Sabbath. We wasn't given that kind of, what do we think grace means? Right? Glory to the Most High. Man, I got some things I do want to go into. Right? Pray y'all will be going out tomorrow, like my sister Ella. Even if you're by yourself, get you a flyer, duplicate it, pass those out. You know, get you some people. I've been saying this for years, right? I've been saying this for years. If you're the only person where you are, change your situation. You can do that alone. The same way you don't know how to make friends. That's all we doing is making friends. We've been making friends all our life. Make you a friend in the Most High, and y'all build your area. I said it for years, and now it's time for me to do it, right? The Most High didn't play with me. When I came back here, oh, he didn't want me leaning on nobody. Do your thing. Do your own thing. Build something. Like I said, you ain't nothing because you join a big old mega church. You invisible, right? You're not even seen. See what I'm saying? You better be special. You better stick and stand out. Anybody can join a mega church. That don't take no work, don't take nothing. You know? You got somebody that can strip everything from you, take everything from you. After all I did and who I was and the love y'all give me and the things y'all say, what them songs did for you and all this, for how many years? How many times was you ready to jump off of something and put that song on? And all right, I could go a little bit longer, right? Man counted that as nothing. Said I didn't help build any of it. And I was with the church about 2011. End of 2011, beginning of 2012. Hung out for 2 years, got baptized in 2014. You see, and that's why the Most High was like, in my ignorance, He protected me. In my ignorance, in my tender heart with nothing but love for where I was, and my lead elders, nothing but them double honors that we speak of. And y'all know I ain't lying, man. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all seen me defend it for many years. And y'all know when I came, whoo, brothers was getting shut down, was they not? I remember how y'all used to come and get me because somebody was talking they talk. Go get bronze. Go get bronze. And when I came on the scene, it was over, wasn't it? When I kicked the door open, who's talking about what? Right? And they knew it, and they never uh, pulled me in. And I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that. Why? Because of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, even though I wasn't on the chapter like that, but the things of that chapter, yeah, I was doing. I had a tender heart for the church and for the elders. And y'all know I ain't lying, right? Uh, but when the Most High pulls you, oh, He gonna protect you. That's why I say you ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta worry about nothing, right? You could be totally oblivious to everything that's going on, and He'll have you just make the right moves. If you depend on Him like that. I know I said to be on the swivel, but that don't apply to this. That don't apply to this. That applies if you ain't leaning on the Most High the way you know you should. If you're letting things get in the way between you and your faith in Him, then yeah, you gotta be alert because something's coming at you, and you gotta be able to, you know. But if you want to lean on the Most High in the way that I'm talking about, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to be looking out for nothing. Lean on the Most High. And when He knows you're leaning on Him like that, and that you chopped your own arms off for He can fight for you, then He gonna fight for you. He's gonna treat you like that, right? He's gonna treat you delicate like that, like, oh, I can't let nothing happen to him, right? I'm telling you, we coming up on that one too. To get closer to the Most High, to be His, right? To be yours. Remember that song, right? We're gonna bring that out, and we're gonna talk about, man, when you got the Most High in your corner, just get Him in your corner, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo. You wouldn't be worried about nothing. Yeah, but He protected me, y'all, when I didn't even know what was going on. So, yeah, have that love that you have and all of that, and that meekness. Have all of that. Ain't nothing wrong with having that. Because if it's not the Most High's will for you to have that, or if you're having it for the wrong people, he will deliver you from that. You won't even know why you won't even know you're being delivered from something. You know? When I start talking my talk, I didn't have no reason to start talking my talk. I started talking my talk, and I was leaving some people that I loved, and I could see the pain, and I was in pain, and they was in pain, and I was like, oh, but I gotta go. Sorry, right? And all of that. But now I look back, oh, they all turned. They all made it a point to say something, or say something to somebody that they knew was gonna tell me. They all made sure I know where their heart stand. And they totally chose the organization, man. They didn't choose the Most High, and I don't think they chose them elders, right? I don't think they chose the elders either, because you can get them talking foul about the elders if you, right? When I stayed, that was a reality, right? So it ain't about the elders, it's about the organization, right? And the people who are there, and the family. They don't want to break that up. That's hard. And the elders know it. They know they got you with that. They know they got you with that. But yeah, that's the reason why so many won't walk away from there, because they understand that, man, what's going to happen to the body, right? That's what they don't want to leave. And I don't blame them. So, as the Most High has an assignment for you, I can imagine he gonna let you know. And you're gonna end up somewhere else. But I'm gonna tell y'all something though. Nothing matters to me. Let everything go the way it's going to go. I don't have a problem with how anything is going, y'all. Let it all play out exactly the way how the Father ordained it to play out. Nothing goes any way that he doesn't want it to go. Bottom line. So I trust it. I trust the future. I trust the whole process. And that's why I speak to us. It's only to give you strength, to strengthen you, to give you another perspective. Hopefully you're not looking at everything like doom and gloom, you know. Journey to Zion, my sister. I love you, my sister. And you are a real trooper. Real trooper. You won that wherever I was going to be, you was going to be. My sister right there. They've also sworn into those offices that they feel afraid to walk away from. Yeah, and the Most High don't do that. He don't do that. He don't trap you. Anything that you can't feel free from, the truth shall set you what? Anything that binds you is a lie. Don't a lie gotta do that? Hey, you stay right here, you know what I'm saying? Lock you up, lock the door, got keys and stuff. Big deadbolts, boom, boom, ching, clang, boom, ping, kang, kang, right? Door locking from the top to the bottom when they shut you in there. That's somebody that's lying. And then they gonna turn around and spin around and say, "Oh, nobody's in there." Yeah, that door, that's not locked. That's wide open. That's, you know what I mean? That's a liar. That's a liar that has the force thing. The Most High is what we call him. He a free will God, ain't he? What does the scripture say he gave us? Free will, ain't it? Let's go to it. That's making me want to go somewhere. That's making me want to go somewhere. Revelations 3:20 says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." Christ standing at your door. "If any man will hear my voice." Does that sound like you better hear my voice? Is he forcing you? Is he trapping you? If any man hear my voice. That sounds like you have uh, the opportunity to not hear his voice. You can listen for 2 words. Oh, that's an option of yours, right? If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him. I will come in his door and sit down at his table and supper. I will eat with him and he with me. Right. St. John 1:12. But as many as receive him, receive. You receive something, right? That sounds like you reaching your hand out to take it in, right? But as many as receive, that's a choice. Or else all wouldn't have no choice. It wouldn't say, but as many as. It would say all of them got, all of them got forced to take it, right? No, don't say that. But as many as received him. So some of them refused him, right? It was an option to refuse him. To them, he gave power. No, forced power on them. No, trapped them into taking the power, right? to become the sons of God. See that? So nah, he ain't, yeah. He don't force nobody to do nothing. He give you the red pill or the blue pill. He put both pills up here. Make your choice. Which one you going with? He let you choose your own destiny. Right? So off the top, whenever we dealing with something like that, no, that ain't of the Most High. The Most High don't want to wreck you. And that could possibly wreck us. If something is forced on us, you can self-destruct just because of that. Just because of that weight. And we know he don't give us more than we can handle. Right? But I pray y'all be blessed out there today. You got the conference call number right there. I pray y'all call in. And let's chop it up. Let's talk our talk. Shout out to us worldwide. California, Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, Texas, right? North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, the DMV, right? Uh, Oklahoma, Milwaukee, Louisiana, Michigan, Kentucky, Ohio, New Zealand, and South Africa. I send you honor and peace, my brethren. Pray your week was blessed. Pray your Sabbath was blessed. Things of a nature like this. Shout out to y'all. Splicing, y'all, you gotta be careful. There's a lot of things spliced. We're gonna go into what that is. Gonna go into what that is. Something just bit me in the neck. What uh, what natural herb or remedy or oil or something do we put on us? To stop the biting of bugs in the night. Okay, let's get into these starch vegetables. Off top, the potato, the taro, the turnip, broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, parsnips, plantains, beetroot. I think beetroot, I think that's a good starch. It's a different starch. It's a different kind, right? Along with what comes in lentils. They don't break down into sugar, but they're a different type. They're calling it starch, right? And I can imagine that's another thing that they do to disguise all of this other starch, right? Yeah. See, they do slick stuff like that. But we catch them, right? It's a different type of a starch. It's a healthy starch. If you're a diabetic and you eat, and it's got to be non-GMO and it's got to be organic. But if you're a diabetic, eat some beets and check your blood sugar. And if it's organic and it's non-GMO and it still hits you in the blood sugar, then what's the next step? You're gonna have to grow your own, right? You're gonna have to grow your own from some seeds that you trust. Try to get them imported if you can, right? Carrots, cassava, sweet potatoes, corn, all of these. All of those. Man-made. Yeah, we don't want the starch, y'all. Some good ones. Alfalfa sprouts, arugula, artichokes, usually going to be green, right? Asparagus, bamboo shoots, bean sprouts, beets. Beets are good. Brussels sprouts, cabbage. Stay away from spinach. That's a lie. Cucumber, eggplant, fennel. I'm battling it out with garlic right now. Garlic is so good for infections. You know, It'll knock an infection out. So that's why I'm on the fence with garlic. I'm looking into it. Oh man. But I've stepped away from the garlic. I haven't been getting it for about the past 6 months because I'm still in study with it. Green onions is great, right? Uh, the only greens, leave them collards alone. Go for those mustards. Go for that dandelion. On the fence with the kale, but I'm still grabbing the kale every now and again, even though I heard some stuff about it that I can't prove yet, but I'm still in study with it, right? Hearts of palm, I love. I've fallen in love with hearts of palm. Hearts of palm is a palm tree, right? And man, it loses all the flavor, and if you boil it long enough, you can make it into whatever texture you want it to be. And that replaced my pasta. Hearts of palm, you gotta boil it for a long time. It has you have a starchless noodle, basically, right? So that's the inside, the head that's on top of the palm tree. They shave that off and they take all of that meat out of the center of the dome part of the palm tree, right? That's hearts of palm. Parsley and cilantro. Stay away from the basil, but rosemary and thyme is on point. Jicama, that will replace a potato, right? You must have a potato. Take you a jicama. Make some fries with it or whatever. Leeks. That's a big old green onion, right? Your lettuces. Romaine. Romaine. The butter lettuce. The green leaf lettuce. Stay away from that iceberg. Right? Mushrooms are cool. I hated mushrooms when I came in the truth, when I found out how they were grown. But now I understand compost. And most things are grown that way. So, right? Reunited with my mushrooms. Right? All praises. Shiitake mushrooms, stay away from. Okra is about the best thing you can put in your mouth. Some okra. However, you can eat okra. If you cut okra open, cut the stem off, put it in a glass of water. When I was battling diabetes, I used to do that. Right? Cut the top and the bottom off of a couple pieces of okra, 2 or 3 okras, drop it in the cup with about 10 ounces of water, leave it overnight, cover it, let it sit till the morning. It's going to turn into like a gel, and it tastes nasty, but it used to bring my blood sugar down quick. Drink a big glass of that, knock it back, because Yeah, when I was dealing with diabetes, I've dealt with diabetes probably about 3 times, and yeah, have a hard night or something, or drink too much wine and wake up all messed up. Oh, down to the Asian store, get me some okra, cut it up, leave it in that cup for about 8, 9 hours, knock it back, go pee off all that sugar and pee off, you know what I mean? Oh, be locking up, be stiff, like the dude from the Wiz. Oil. You know, please put some oil in my. Oh, oh. But before that, you be locked up. Jaw be locked up. You could, man, you are dying, right? You were doing the same thing you would do if somebody snuck your chin and knocked you out. You all stiff, and that's what you're going through. You are going through the same thing. It's an attack on you. Wouldn't that be an attack? Somebody sock you and make you stiff it all out. You know what I mean? That's what's happening to you. Right? So okra kills all of that. Onions, oh man, the nastier it is, the better it is for you. If you ate an onion like an apple every day, you'll be one of the healthiest person walk around the earth, right? Oh, partially all of these peppers, right? Peppers is hot. Think about it. If it's nasty and it's good for you, think about what it if it's hot. It's burning stuff out. That's why the Father gonna put us in fire, put our soul in fire, right? Yeah. Radishes, right? Radishes. Don't do the turnips. Do the radishes. Rhubarb. Scallions. Woo-hoo. Snow peas. And snap peas. I love those. I be tearing them up. Swiss chard. Go the route of chard. Don't do the collard greens. It's funny how everything they fed us and taught us how to love, it's bad for you. I don't think that was no coincidence. Catfish and greens, ain't it? The one fish, a catfish is so repugnant. Mm-mm. Fish and grits, right? Grits, straight, straight starch. More starch than anything else. When you know, that hominy, it's a carby heavy on that, right? Tomatillos are good. Those green tomatoes, have those. Stay away from the big red ones. Tomatillos or the cherry tomatoes, those are a go. Water chestnuts are a go. Watercress is a go. Zucchini. Zucchini. Not the butter. Why would they call it a butternut? Butter? Right? Nah. Zucchinis. It's a lot. There's others. Red onions eat raw? Absolutely. No dairy products, Ella. Absolutely. Hit you right in your lungs. Mess with your breathing, right? Mess with your respiratory. Your greens, Mark, AZ, go for those mustards, man. They don't taste much different. Go for that kale, right? Go for all of those chards. The chards are good. Locusts and grasshoppers with honey, yummy. You had that before, Ella? Some things you don't want to like. I wouldn't even try it. I wouldn't even try it because it might be the best thing I ever tasted. Now I'm hooked on some locusts and grasshoppers with honey. Right? Locusts and wild honey. And his raiment was camel's hair. You learned about spinach through Dr. Sabi? Man, Dr. Sabi was on point, man. Sabi was on point with this food. His outlook on God, he used to scare me, but and you say, oh, shut up, and then you go live, and then you find out he's telling the truth. He knew what he was talking about with food. Now these spliced vegetables, what they're gonna do is they're gonna give you cancer. That's what they're gonna do. And that's the only way to get rid of cancer. You gotta stop feeding yourself what gave you cancer. That's first and foremost. Second, you gotta regenerate your cells. We got a way to do it. I'm not gonna talk about it here. And I've recently found out another colder way. Yikes! But I'm gonna keep it under wraps because if everything we put out here, they gonna mess with it. Oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. Let's go taint that, right? All praises to the Most High, though, y'all. I just wanted to go live and come up out of the Sabbath with y'all. We're out of it now. Y'all go out tomorrow, do the work of Christ. I will be out there tomorrow talking to a stranger about my Savior, right? And y'all better do the same thing. What better thing to be doing? What else is there? Right? Oh man, it's the highlight of my life right now. To be out there on that corner, man. Ain't it? You love zucchini, pretty wings? All praises to the Most High. Yeah, chop them up. Put a little saute on it, fry it in either some grapeseed oil or avocado oil. All of them other oils should not be heated up. Olive oil and coconut oil is good if you don't heat it up. The rest of them, don't eat under no circumstance, hot or cold. all of them other ones, right? But yeah, saute them bad boys up with some onions, some peppers up in there. Delicious. Some mushrooms. Yeah, yeah. I thought mushrooms being a fungus was not meant to be in our bodies. Uh, yeah, they say that, but they don't harm you. They don't do anything to you. There's nothing wrong with a mushroom. Absolutely nothing wrong. They grow from seeds, they grow from spores. But I don't blame anybody who don't want to eat a mushroom, because I was like that too, and you weren't going to tell me there wasn't something wrong with them. So if that's your stance, I feel you, and I won't eat them around you, and I won't try to persuade you to feel otherwise about them, right? More so differentiating real starch from synthetic starch. The same thing they do with added sugar and with synthetic or enriched wheat. Uh, well, nah, all starch is bad. All starch is bad. What they're calling starch has another name, and they shouldn't be calling it starch. They did that to confuse us. It just so happened. They did that to confuse us, right? Well, this is good and it has starch, so confusion. So they called some of their junk starch and some of our junk starch. Journey to Zion. Uh, we gotta link you in. That's crazy. I gotta link you in. You should have been linked in with them. Peppermint oil. Neem is good. Peppermint, no. Those are bad. That's a bad plant. Peppermint is a bad plant. It'll cause free radicals in you. Be careful with that peppermint. Peppermint is spearmint and something else mixed. And I think even the spearmint is a hybrid. So, yeah, be careful with that. Neem is off the chain though. We love the neem. Starches, there is no real starch. The stuff in our good vegetables that they're calling starch is not starch. They lied on our good vegetables. Well, don't they do that? They try to lie. They try to make us like them. But they're not like us, right? All praises to the Most High. All right, y'all. Probably pop in. I'm gonna try to pop in the morning unless I wake up running late or something. But yeah, I'll be on in the morning. I might be on in the morning to encourage us to go out, because I want somebody to receive Christ walking down the street, who and otherwise y'all wouldn't have been standing right there, right? And then they walking through in, nothingness. Nah, be out there. Shed that love of Christ, y'all. Have Christ go get them in you, right? Let me encourage you. You think you're lifting somebody else up, watch how high you be flying at the end of the day. So all praises to the Most High. Can we get that 3-hour video you did for prep day? Oh, I'm editing that. I'm editing it. I'm gonna put it back up, right? Because I did a lot in between it. I left y'all hanging a lot, sitting there. It ain't even 3 hours. I believe it's gonna be, less than that when it goes up. Yeah, was that a good one, Naomi? Because y'all been asking about that one since I took it down. Uh, all praises to the Most High. It'll be back up as soon as possible. Soon as possible. I'm trying to hurry up and get that one back up. I got a few of them that I'm trying to get back up. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, mushrooms, they don't have seeds, they have spores, but it's the same thing as a seed, right? Same thing. Bought a lot out that I needed to hear. Yeah. All praises. All right, sis. I'm gonna get it back up as soon as I can. Matter of fact, I was thinking about bunny hopping a few of them other ones and just getting that one back out. I took it down fast too. You must have been live with it. Because I took that one down fast. I didn't want a whole bunch of people to see it before I took it down. Because I took long with one, and then when I put the edited version back up, it was like everybody had already saw it. So I've been pretty quick on it. Getting them taken down and edited. So I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to put it back, Father willing. All praises. But I'm going to catch up with y'all soon as I can. I'm going to hit this button, and we're going to talk some more. Right? I'm going to come on your screen, and we're going to hang out. Right? All praises to the Most High. We'll catch up with y'all soon. Y'all have a blessed night. Pray y'all had a blessed Sabbath. Good, nice, solid one. And I pray y'all hit the streets tomorrow, right? We ending the week with rest. We going to start the week with Christ's work. All praises to the Most High. Shalom.